So you don't like e-collars, so you want to get them banned. Guess what? The tool of your choice, the breed of your choice, the activity of your choice is also going to be banned. Everything's going to be banned. Crates are going to be banned. Muzzles are going to be banned. Like everything's going to be banned. Like everything. Dog ownership is going to be banned at some point. What? No. Well, they've already done breed restrictions. They've already passed laws that you can't own a certain breed. You can't live in a house with a certain breed. You can't rent an apartment with a certain breed. So they've already started banning dog ownership. In the UK, you can't own certain breeds. In Canada, you cannot own certain breeds.
Which we just talked about.
So the banning has already been going on for years. And everybody cheers and everybody celebrates. But so here's a little bit of information, and I'm going to answer your questions. Don't worry. So just from the press release alone, it's like people have got to start realizing how people control their minds. Anyway, this is Jeff Gellman of Solid Canine Training. This is the Wake the Fuck Up with Jeff show, and I'm on every Monday through Friday with this podcast at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we stream live on Rumble, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And if you're not joined my Rumble channel, please join my Rumble channel. All right? Because pretty soon, that's all I will probably be on is Rumble. I'm starting another podcast called Common Sense Talks, which is exclusively on Rumble only. Separate from dog training. Dog training is not my life. My life is just what I'm passionate about, and all of you should have something you're passionate about. So this is how it's titled. This is how everybody over there has titled their article. England to ban cruel dog training device after a 10-year campaign. So right off the bat, they're already trying to control the narrative. So I would imagine they would say England to ban helpful dog training device, England to ban life-saving dog training device. That doesn't get eyeballs. That doesn't get signatures. That doesn't get signatures. And they go into the guise of like, it's cruel. So even the way they word things, such as this, well, first of all, they say it's a historic moment for animal welfare. Yes, in the negative. And if you don't want to use e-collars, don't use them. But if you don't know everything about them, do your research. Literally research.
I just want everybody to think for a minute, because I truly have thought about this before, right? I want everybody to take a minute and think about if you've done e-collar training with your dog, and if that tool has been massively beneficial for you. Think about what your life was like before it. Think about what your life is like with it. I've said this before. I live where there's a golf course behind my house, right? On off hours, during the winter, stuff like that, we'll go back there and we'll just run. Dogs off leash, hanging out. We're surrounded by busy roads, right? Busy roads are within eyesight. Like realistically, if the dogs wanted to, they could run towards those busy roads and hypothetically get hit by a car, right?
Yeah.
They could just be free. I don't have to micromanage them. They're never happier than in that moment, right? And if e-collars were banned here right now, right? Even though my dogs are highly trained, even though my dogs will listen without an e-collar on, I would not feel comfortable or safe providing my dogs that joy that they love so much right in my backyard, because I wouldn't have the insurance of being able to guarantee that I could keep them safe from getting hit by a car or running and chasing a deer, which they don't chase deer.
Yeah.
They don't. But they're dogs. What if they decided to chase a deer?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? So I have to live life restricted to them. The force-free trainers will say, well, you keep your dog on a long line then. Well, my dogs run 100 feet away from me. Do I need a 100-foot long line? Well, yeah. Okay, well, I have 4 dogs. So I need 4 100-foot long lines? What happens when they get tangled up and then they're running in opposite directions, and that because they're running full speed because they're having the greatest time of their life, one of them gets tangled up and wrapped around their neck and boom, pulls really hard and a dog gets injured from it. I mean, this is the reality. You know what I mean? Like you can't, like what I can do with my dogs, you can't safely. And when I say safely, I mean giving yourself, yes, e-collars are not 100%. Yes, people said your batteries can fail, right? Mm-hmm. It could malfunction, this, that, whatever, right? But with 99.9% certainty, I could keep my dogs 100% safe with 99.9% certainty because of that tool. And I could give them the freedoms that you could only wish to have with your dogs, and a lot of our clients as well.
Yeah.
So just think about that, right? Mm-hmm. And think about that in a lot of these places where they're banned, if they catch you using them, they could either take your dog from you or fine you such unbelievable sums of money that you wouldn't be able to pay it. Just think about that.
Because the way that the media portrays them, and I really don't care if you use them or not, but if you're struggling with your dog and you can't find a solution, well, then you're not looking for all the different solutions. We have a solution 99.99% of the time to help with your dog. I mean, there are people out there that can't even walk their dogs, let alone deal with resource guarding, separation anxiety, leash reactivity.